A few weeks ago, my husband came home from work to find me curled up on the couch in a blanket and asked me if everything was okay. I assured him that everything was fine, but I had just spent the day socializing with friends. He understood immediately because he's been married to me for a long time. Just so you understand, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Alicia, and I am an introvert. If you don't understand what that means, then don't worry, I'm about to tell you. First, I want to talk about some misconceptions people have about introverts. The study of introversion has come a long way since Freud first described introvertedness as pathologic or a form of neuroses. Scientists have discovered that it's not just an absence or a failed attempt at extrovertedness, but it goes much deeper than that. Introvertedness is a personality trait that's physiological. While it is true that extroverts prefer being alone, they avoid social settings and they prefer to observe and listen, it does not mean that they are innately shy or stuck up or unenthusiastic, that they're lacking in opinions or that they're antisocial. It doesn't mean that they're bored or that they're not capable of being the life of the party or having many friends. Sophia Dumming, in her book, The Introvert's Way, says, quote, "The things extroverts think are great fun, parties, group activities, chatting up strangers, aren't fun for us, which marks us as strange to many people. And sometimes well-meaning folks actually grab our arms and try to drag us into doing things that we don't think are fun. The hokey pokey, sing-alongs, bed and breakfasts. Sometimes we go to the theater and we get stuck in our own personal hell called audience participation. We often attend parties out of a sense of obligation rather than with pleasure." End of quote. What makes a person an introvert is not that they can't do what an extroverted person does, it's that they don't enjoy it. I've spent time in my life wondering if something's wrong with me or if I'm deficient in some way, because even though I have many friends, I don't love to socialize a lot. I socialize a lot less than they would like most of the time. I rarely prompt to get together. I do go to social things, but secretly, most often, I'm wishing I was home in my pajamas. I have to usually talk myself through an event where there's going to be a lot of people. I love to people watch, but I don't ever want to be the center of attention. I go to great lengths to avoid the telephone or the doorbell. And often I feel worn out after I spend time socializing or in a group. Once I begin to understand the concept of what it really means to be an introvert, I understood myself better. As I stated earlier, introvertedness is a physiological trait that is part of our innate personalities. Each person in the world gives and receives energy. Introverts and extroverts do it in two totally different ways. An extrovert, well, to explain further, I'll show you these three pictures. Here's a picture of some extroverts. They receive their energy as they socialize. So they get their energy from outside sources. And as they spend time with others, that energizes them and makes them feel good. Introverts kind of put a hamster ball around themselves, and it's because the energy that they have, they give it on contact. So as they socialize and spend time with others, they feel depleted and worn out, and often they need to recharge after because they've just used up their energy. And this picture is my favorite, the extrovert trying to get the introvert to come out of his ball. But it says, because this energy is a limited resource, they tend to see extroverts as obnoxious predators out to steal their sweet, sweet energy juices. That's why they have the hamster ball of personal space. And even though I am an introvert, I don't typically see extroverts as obnoxious. But does this mean that introverts don't need people or don't like people? And the answer to that is no. Introverts do need people. They just connect with people in a much different way. Introverts will speak up if they feel passionate about something. They like one-on-one settings. They typically don't like small talk. They like deep conversation. Introverts love to self-disclose, and in the right setting, love when others do the same back. Introverts seek deep, intense relationships. If you have listened to this speech and either seen yourself or someone you love in some of these qualities, or if you've ever had someone walk in on you when you are curled up in a blanket on a couch, recovering from a big day out socializing, then you just might be an introvert too. Thanks for watching.